Uh, how's it going, everyone? So, yeah, I was an idiot and decided to take a nap today because I was dead tired after work and didn't sleep last night. So, yeah, I woke up at like 10 o'clock in the evening. So, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just do some coin runs. So today they uncapped loot in all of the current raid series. You can get infinite number of coins now, so if you're going to upgrade, like this is pretty much the end of the expansion stuff where everyone can get the top end gear and run for savages and all that. Um, so yeah, that's what I'm going to do all night. Don't be like me and go to sleep at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a bad idea. Um, Here I am with coffee at midnight, so it's going to be one of those days. I have to work tomorrow, opening up the store until like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So this is going to be an interesting day. Um, Help me know how my mic levels are. I'll go and adjust some of this stuff a little bit later. But I've been trying a bunch of different settings to try and get it set up so that you guys can hear me loud and clear without having a whole lot of like white noise in the background from my air conditioner and whatnot. But yeah, I guess it's not too bad of a time to stream now that there's not really like a huge amount of queue times going on. I'm not sure if you guys saw a little bit earlier, but Yoshi did put out a press release, and I thought it was wonderful. Really broke down everything as far as what's going on with the server rush and everything now that we've got all of these streamers coming in and how big Endwalker is going to be, and really broke it down, like giving us exact numbers. It's kind of weird because it is like the bare minimum that a company could do, but I guess if you're playing a lot of MMOs, you know, it's we're not really used to a lot of that, especially from one other MMO in particular, but we'll not go into that, shall we? But yeah, so they are going to be working on it. There's obviously a lot of COVID restrictions and whatnot that they do have to work on and work around. So that's really the big hang up right now, but they are working to try and increase server capacity for each server and try and get it so that there's fewer queue times so you can actually make characters. They changed the settings for all the servers, so every server is now standard server apparently. And yeah, I think it was a great move to just kind of keep everyone updated. I've talked about it a little bit earlier with like the housing stuff, but you know, when they want to add server capacity, not only do they have to actually buy servers, which is right now very tricky with the semiconductor shortage going on, but they also have to physically be able to go and inspect the servers. Now, all of the U.S. servers are in Los Angeles. They have obviously the ones in the Asian environment, which I think are actually those servers are located in Australia. They're going to be opening up the oceanic servers. Yeah, so it's kind of a mess. You know, every one of those areas has different restrictions going on right now, so it's hard for them to actually physically go to the location to inspect those servers and make sure they have people on site in case anything goes wrong. And that's again something that he explained in the press release, but I'm very glad that he actually went through the trouble of creating this press release. He was super humble about it. He's like, you know, this is our bad. I'm sorry you guys can't make these servers. And it's like, he's apologizing for people wanting to play the game. And I think that says a lot about Square Enix and how they approach things. But yeah, so that's the current news with everything going on this morning with the new patch. Again, just really kind of unlocking everything from the current raid series, and that's what I'm going to do all night. I want to get some upgrades. I need an augmented cap and a couple of other items. So, yeah, I'm gonna work on that and try and get a few things purchased for the future. I've been running Tower. I think I'm at 2 or 3 coins for that. So do one more run of that, 2 more runs of that apparently, 2 more run of the Puppet's Bunker it looks like, and that's just for one upgrade. It's I think 4 coins per upgrade. I think it's the Twine is what I'm looking for, but now that they've uncapped that, you can basically go through and get as many as you need. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop in here. It's been an interesting couple of nights. I was doing a couple of runs last night and a lot of sprouts. I think it's great to see, but it's definitely been making me work quite a bit as Red Mage. So you'll finally. I've been playing so many alts. I haven't really played a whole lot of my red mage stuff lately. So you'll get a chance to see me at my best and trying to pop off a bunch of reses and whatnot. Um, I figure if I'm making all of these red mage guides, I might as well, put my money where my mouth is and try and do it. I'm not obviously going to put up meters or anything like that, but hopefully you'll get a decent idea of what it's like playing red mage at this level. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. This is one of those raids where some of these bosses are pretty dependent on the rest of your party. If they position themselves wrong or that kind of thing, there's really nothing you can do about it, so we'll just have to hope for the best. I might make another new player's guide on just like common mistakes. One of the ones that I see a lot is when you get an AoE around you, don't run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Just don't don't overlap a whole lot. If you see someone standing there and staying put, like don't keep dodging and weaving around him. Just like pick a position and stick with it and let everyone else run around you. But aside from that, I mean, it really hasn't been too bad. It's been I try not to get salty about that kind of stuff. It's been more amusing than it is anything. I've got a lot of patience for these raids. I love running them. It's some of my favorite content in the game, so I really don't mind a few wipes here and there or going down because of some just really stupid stuff going on. So we'll see how this run goes. But yeah. I remember in Stormblood, one of my favorite ones to run was Orban. Orban's probably my favorite raid in the game, to be completely honest. And I was the dude that was chain running just so I could run TG Sid and teach people the mechanics. So yeah, I really don't mind dying to other people and sprouts and that kind of thing. So we'll just kind of wing it and take it as it comes. But it should be a lot of fun. Hopefully get a couple upgrades tonight. We'll see. At some point, probably an hour or two in, I am going to need to get some food or something like that. I'm super hungry, but we don't really have a whole lot in the house, so I don't know what I'm going to do for that. We'll just, I don't know, play it as it comes, I guess. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing good and having fun with the patch and the new event. It is the Make It Rain campaign. It's probably one of the better events that I've seen them do in a while. It's a lot of fun. It's straight up Ace Attorney is what it is. Yeah, I'll leave the rest to you guys to explore if you haven't done it yet. But it is a lot of fun, and it's pretty short. I ended up having to look up a guide for some of it, but you can repeat it as many times as you want and get some free plays in the Golden Saucer. Gates are running it like 3 times the current or the normal rate, so it's just like gate after gate after gate. So now is the time to do it. I did have one of my FC members that was kind of confused. They thought you could buy the car that's coming up. That's going to be for a later event. I think it's September or so when they're going to be doing that, like right before Endwalker, if I remember right. So I don't have the exact dates on it. Double check on their website and through the past live letters. They've got a whole breakdown of their current schedule of events. But yeah, the Final Fantasy XV event where you can buy the 4-seater car, that's coming up a little bit later. But you do need MGP to buy it. So now is a really good time to go ahead and stock up on MGP, buy as much as you want, and go from there. Let me update my Discord. Till I sleep. Okay. Just letting people know I'm going live. Nothing super big, right? And we're off to the races, hopefully, if we can get this tank and healer. But yeah, it's been, I've talked about it on a couple of other streams, and yeah, I think it's great to see so many sprouts coming in. It's been an interesting experience running some of this content, but I'm having fun with it. I do hope that the server buff that they've given has made things a little bit easier to make new characters and whatnot. They said they are increasing the queue capacity. I think it was the queue capacity by $715 or $715. 750 people per server at minimum. But they did explain, like I'm on Balmung, which is like one of the biggest servers in North America. It's us, and I think Genova is another big one. It's either Genova or Shiva is pretty huge. But the actual server capacity for each of those servers is different. They did clarify that in the breakdown, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, it'll kind of depend on servers. They made everything standard. There's no preferred worlds because everything is changing so fast with this big streamer rush. And I'll probably do a video about the streamer rush at some point. The things are changing so fast and so many people are joining that they really don't have a way to like make preferred servers anymore, because really your biggest servers are just constantly changing all the time. So I thought that was really kind of interesting and kind of cool to hear that so many people are joining that like they don't really have a way to like funnel you to certain servers right now. That's pretty wild to me. But another video's been going around that I thought was also kind of cool, from the 14-hour live stream. It finally got translated and got captions and everything, but someone actually asked Yoshi, like, hey, you're beating World of Warcraft now, what's that like? And he was actually pretty upset. He's like, no, you know, this conversation about one beating the other is kind of odd. You know, and I've got a lot of opinions about World of Warcraft right now, but I thought he took it with some grace. He was like, you know, we wouldn't be where we are without World of Warcraft. The peak of World of Warcraft and Wrath of the Lich King had like 12 million viewers. Like, there's no way we can touch that. Like, this weird tribalism between the games is not something that's good for the game. And I thought that was something that was kind of cool to hear coming from Yoshi. It's like, this isn't a competition. And he's very glad that, you know, so many people are trying Final Fantasy, but this isn't something they need to compete with each other. There's more than enough game to go around, and you know, if more people are making better games, and you know, that's more entertainment for people that play games. So yeah, I thought that was kind of cool to hear from him. I'd never seen the translated clip, but it is starting to kind of make the rounds again, and I think it's very much, it sticks with the Final Fantasy brand and this whole notion of staying with community and building each other up and not trying to be competitive with each other. You know, I think that was good to hear. Yeah. I think, you know, Final Fantasy is, we've always been kind of seen as the underdogs when it comes to MMOs. And it's very easy to get defensive of a game that you really, really like. I completely understand it. I get that way too. But at the same time, it's sometimes important to pull back and realize, like, hey, this might be like an underdog as far as MMO goes, but it's still a Final Fantasy game. Like, this is one of the most iconic, legendary franchises in gaming. Like, if you had to make a top 10 list of the most important franchises in all of gaming history, I mean, you've got Mario, you've got Zelda, you've got Sonic, Final Fantasy would be up there. I would probably put it in the top 5 in terms of, you know, influence and what it means. Just one second. I am unfortunately going to turn down the in-game audio a little bit. I'm going to keep it on so you guys can hear a little bit of what's going on, but these raids, I could do a whole spiel about Warner Chappell and their bots flagging videos and whatnot. If it gets demonetized, who cares? But I try not to be. But yeah, so I'm gonna turn it down just for the near music. They do flag this stuff a lot. But anyways, as I was saying, like, this is still a Final Fantasy game, so I think it's really just kind of returning it to the norm and allowing young players that have never maybe played a whole lot of JRPGs or Final Fantasies before to kind of experience what people have loved about the franchise for so long. So yeah, maybe it's not hitting Wrath of the Lich King numbers, but if you want to put like Final Fantasy as a franchise against literally any franchise in gaming, I will gladly let them go toe to toe with any of them. So, you know, this is just really kind of showing people what the franchise has been all about for 30 years now. So yeah, I'm not too worried about being an underdog or anything like that, you know. We'll just keep doing our thing and enjoy the franchise we love and ride our chocobos into the sunset, right? Alright, here we go. So, we'll see how this goes. I try and take these pretty seriously. Doesn't look like we have like a ton of sprouts or anything like that, so hopefully you'll get to see me at my Red Mage best, assuming I don't derp out for some reason. Here we go. At this point, like, really the only thing that I feel like I could be doing better on is just getting more gear. You know, I haven't done Savages or anything like that, so I haven't really been paying too much attention to, like, rankings or anything like that. I'm more worried about just doing the best that I can, but, you know, I'd be lying if I said that, like, it wasn't at least somewhat important, that I like flaunting my stuff a little bit. I have had some issues lately where my my mouse, because I do have some stuff triggered through the scroll wheel, has been ending my melee combo before I really wanted it to. We'll see if I can avoid that this time, but it'll accidentally try and do a scroll wheel up on me, which is like my impact and that kind of thing. We'll just have to see if I can avoid it as best as I can. I don't think my mouse is going out. It doesn't feel loose or anything like that. I think it's just my bindings more than anything. Yeah, for this, you just get over to the side. Those things almost always go to the middle. Eventually, they'll spread out, but you can avoid it pretty easily. I do have to hold off my melee combo there just for a bit so I can get back in the middle without having to worry. Now, that does mean this guy is going to get clipped right here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit my Scorch in. Yeah, see? It's not going to fade away before he comes back, but it is, it's just one of those small annoying things. Here we go, get people up. So this one you don't have to worry about too much. The next phase is he's also going to do his big hand attack, so you have to see which of the blocks you're going to need to go to. You know, if he does the big center aisle, you'll have to spread out and get the outer block. But this one, you don't have to worry about it as much. It does interrupt your cast, though, so don't be surprised if you get clipped there. I did make the mistake of the other day of trying to disengage. From those blocks, it will slide you around the corner, unfortunately. I found that out the hard way. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens. Okay, see if I can't get that guy up. Is it a ninja? Alright. Keep that lucid dreaming on cooldown when you're resin like this. I try and keep it on cooldown anyways, but it doesn't hurt at all. Alright, so I'm gonna just stay where I'm at. Alright. Oh, my bad. I forgot it was 3. That's okay. I'll eat it. I'm gonna have to probably heal myself real quick here. That's okay. It's a little bit of a DPS loss, but it's recoverable. Go ahead and get into position here. And just go ahead and wait for that to come back up. Alright, and go ahead and embolden there. Now the fun part of seeing which one he's going to do. Do the knockback. Okay, so he's doing the side, so we gotta do the long run over here. We got just enough time to make it. Might have a couple go down, so we'll keep an eye out. Alright, time to do what I do best. Screw the meters. Just get people up. There we go. spheres. Be one of the weird ones. Yeah, everyone's off to the side. Okay. It's really annoying when he does the center. We just kind of lucked out on that one, but it can be kind of tricky to move around all of the balls when he does the center aisle attack. There you go, I'm back on track. Should be able to keep my my mana up at this point. Assuming I don't have to do another round of reses, right? I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. Alright, so we got that one off to the side. Off to the left. See where he's gonna put us. Corner. Alright. Can do that. And just move on back. Easy mode. I'm a little stuffed up right now. Yeah, like this right here, like it's not a big deal. Like if someone else is in your AoE with you, it's not gonna kill you. You know, as long as you're not stacking your AoEs together, it's really not a problem if one or two people get clipped by it. Like, it's not going to give you a vuln stack. It's not going to kill you. It's designed that way. Like, sometimes it's just unavoidable to stack with someone. Most important thing is just make sure you're out of the way of the mechanics that are going to kill you, you know? Here we go. He's going to be over there on that side. It shouldn't be a problem. I don't really have enough time to do an LB3. And he'll probably go down before then anyways. Yeah. The other big thing is they increase the drop rates in all of the loot because every Alliance coffer now gets all of the big items. So the hairstyles, the pets, you know, all of that good stuff. There you go. But yeah, so a lot of good stuff with the patch. So if you've been aiming for the battle ready bobs and you've been really wanting that hairstyle, now you have it available. Now for this, let's see, that should be up. My modification should be up by the time these bosses come up. This one can always be kind of fun if you're doing a lot of DPS right off the bat. Sometimes they will target you depending on how fast your tank can pick stuff up. So just kind of be aware. Try and see which one they are going to start tanking right off the bat and go for that one. It can be a little difficult. There we go. And of course, if you are tanking, try and face the one with the shield towards the raid. Mostly for your dancers. Dancer AoE is actually pretty wide. So if they try doing tack step or something, they sometimes get knocked by that shield because it is such a large attack. So yeah, if you are a tank, it does help if you can try and face him towards the raid. That way they've got the open shield spot open and available for them. I'm going to hold off until they actually port, see where they're going to be at. Okay. Here we go, got plenty of time to do it. And I usually go ahead and switch over at this point to the other one while they both don't have the shield on them. Just knock down whatever little HP I can off of the one that that's a little bit higher. Just try and even them up a little bit. It's like not super necessary. They're both gonna have to die eventually, but it's just me kind of getting in the habit of things, you know. There we go. This one's always kind of awkward. There you go. Bounce back. But so far so good. We'll probably get this one down to not too bad. This is usually the point where if there's anyone in the raid that doesn't know what to do, this is kind of where it starts going on. This and the first Wandering Trail. First wandering trail is usually the really tricky one for new players. You'll kind of be able to tell if someone's like new to this because they're going to go to the wrong side. Once you know how wandering trail works, it's very, very easy to see which side they're going to right off the bat. There you go. Yeah, I always try getting in as close to the middle as I can for my embolden and hit as many people as you can. It does have a surprisingly small area. It can be one of the trickier things for red mages to kind of get used to doing, is trying to get as many people with embolden as possible. I haven't really noticed us doubling up on it with the other red mage, which is kind of nice. If I can knock back, yeah, there we go. Alright, so it's going to be outside and then inside, yeah. So back here in the middle. I should have enough clearance. If I don't, I'll find out real quick, right? Yeah, just barely. Yeah, so this is how you do the first wandering trail, because they are going to completely slam one side of the arena, and I'm going to hold off on that next combo here. There we go. So, yeah, so we're going to go over here. You can always tell by which hand has the spear, because everyone's going to bring it around in a little loop. So you can anticipate which direction they're going to go. It's not too terribly difficult once you get in the rhythm of it. Alright, it's Hansel that's going to be getting the lance. The lance always goes to the one with the lowest, or with the highest HP. Like, it's them kind of trying to keep it even on purpose. I'm kind of surprised that Yoko Taro didn't switch it up a little bit and make it random or something, but it does add some consistency there. Oh, do we have a tank go down? Yeah, I'll get him up. Here we go. If I'm going to be able to make it in time. Yeah. There we go. A little bit of a hiccup, but nothing too terrible. Nothing we can't recover from. Next boss, we'll have to see how that goes. Looks like Hansel has just a little bit more. Yeah. Now they've got the they've got the laser between them. That's the signal, like, avoid, don't attack until they're spread. It really does not waste any time. Once that cast bar is done, that shield goes out. So if you need to hold off for a second, don't be afraid to. In this one, you'll actually move in a bit on. Let's have them figure out like how to tell which area they're going to go to, but you've got more than enough time to move around. It's not too terrible. Here we go. I'm going to switch over to Gretel. They're a little low this time. Honestly, don't even need meters for that. It's just taking a little bit longer than some of the faster runs I've experienced. Alright, Seed of Magic. There's going to be some AoEs coming down. Alright, another Wandering Tail. Okay, get out of the way there. Yeah, not going to use my modification. Not going to have enough time to do it before they disappear. So, save that for next time. Yeah, see? Alright, so they're going to be moving it over there. Yeah, you do have to be kind of patient. That's the big thing with this one. Everyone goes to the one spot that's like open immediately. Now go to the two that are like about ready to open up. That's the thing with this one, and how it kind of plays on expectations a bit. Is it does kind of force you to be patient. And oh, my bad. Ooh, there you go. Yeah, it does force you to hold off and, you know, not just rush towards everything like you're probably used to. See, if he faced it towards the raid right there, then I could very easily do an LB3 and get them both. It's not a big deal, they're both low enough. But if you are trying to like optimize it and make it easier on your raid as a tank, little things like that can make it things, you know, it might cut off a 30 seconds to a minute, you know. I'm not too terribly worried about it, but it is something to just kind of keep in mind if you're at all interested in you know, optimizing your raid stuff. All right, so this is the fun one. This is the one that's going to determine how the group goes. And the reason why, out of any of the bosses, obviously the tanks are pretty important for the last boss, but out of any of the bosses, this is the one where you really have to, you really kind of relied on your party members because of all the black and white AoE going out, the circles around all of the players. So when I was talking earlier about, you know, stick in one spot and don't move around a whole lot, this is it. This is the time. This first portion, when you are segmented into different blocks, that is really the hard part for a lot of people to figure out. Is getting that situated. Sorry, just turning down the brightness. Both my monitors are like IPS monitors, but they have different RGB settings, so I can never really tell like what it looks like for the average viewer. Yeah, it's one of those where like if you get the AoE circle and then you got someone right next to you that also has the AoE circle and they won't stand still, like it just gets really annoying. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Like I said, I don't see like a bunch of sprouts. They shouldn't be sprouts if they have this unlocked at this point, but that doesn't mean that they're not new to the raid itself. I don't know why I pressed that one. I don't need that. It looks so similar, I mess them up sometimes. But this portion takes long enough. I'm gonna, there we go, stand still, okay. It'll wiggle around a little bit. But this portion takes long enough with all the 2Bs that typically you can go ahead and use one of your combos that drains your mana, and you'll still have enough for the next fight. We are doing pretty good on DPS, so it might be cutting it a little closer than I'm used to, but I mean, you can see I'm already at 52-52. I don't think it'll be a problem. There you go. Move out of the way there because she does a little thing. Now I can go ahead and use my Contra 6 and Flesh. That's not a problem. Yeah, like at this point, I'm gonna hold off on using any more combos. It might make this go a little bit faster, but I like having that for the boss. Yeah, Red Girl can be tricky. Once you know it, it's really not bad. It's a little bit more to keep track of and a little bit more like really fast situational awareness, but the actual fight's not too terrible. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be a long night. I've got to do this at least one more time. I think I'm just gonna aim for getting one more piece of gear on stream, so it'll be this and to a Puppet's Bunker. Maybe we'll see. But yeah, it's gonna be a long night. I mean, this one in particular is a little bit longer, but they're both, they're both 30 to 40 minute raids, pretty easy. Even with all of our gear and everything nowadays, it's just these guys have so much HP that they take time to take down, you know. Battle commencing in 10 seconds. That's alright. I'm full on my my mana. Just let the tank do his thing. And when I open up with a melee combo like this, I do my Embolden after my third portion. That's when it's your top personal DPS, and it's also about when your raid is going to want it too. So, really no reason to use it before then or after then. There you go. See, this is what I'm talking about. This time, it wasn't too bad. We don't have all that many people here in this block that got it. But I don't know how the others were doing. Yeah, this was just a lot of situational awareness. For these blocks, they come up pretty fast, so, yeah, you gotta know what you're doing. So I'm gonna stand right here, and then it's gonna have another AoE block that's gonna come up. So yeah, I'll move up just slightly. Again, don't freak out if there's one person in it that doesn't have the, as long as they don't have the AoE themselves, they'll be safe. They're not gonna die from it. Don't freak out. They might freak out. But as long as you're safe, if they get popped by it, it'll be fine. Righty. Then we're gonna have the center block go through. Oh, I'm getting pulled to the center there. Kind of annoying because it does take a couple of cooldowns away from me, but it's nothing super serious, nothing we can't recover from. Yeah, so thankfully I don't have the block. I can move up here in the center and be perfectly okay. Can't see for a few seconds, but that's alright. You gotta move out of the way pretty fast because the tanks, it is like a small, believe it or not, AoE. So if you're standing on top of the tanks, it will hit you. Get up Goon Star there. Alright, and then get up Linearity. Pop my Embolden. I probably could have used Modification there. We've got the twins coming out. All of the replicated girls. Here we go. Let's see which direction they're going to go. I'm guessing, yeah. Alright, yeah, this one's not too bad. People see a lot of bubbles going out and they kind of get worried, but you really, as long as you're sticking close to her, it's pretty easy to avoid. Just move around in a circle. There you go. Did get popped once, nothing terrible there. Get Rump up, he's our healer. And then I've got just enough time for one combo. Let's go ahead and see if I can do it. Just in time. Just cleared it. And go ahead and pop my Lucid for this next phase. Alright, and I'm now top DPS, so let's do it, boys. Let's keep going. Kind of surprising with the reses I had to pop off. It always starts you out opposite. Here we go. Alright. I always like this portion. It's kind of cool. It's, I think everyone kind of expected it to happen at one point, but the fact that they not only did it, but actually pulled it off, is kind of cool. I think exceeded expectations. There we go. Wish you could jump. Alright, let's get back to it. I'm gonna hold off on my Embolden until everyone is back and kind of around the center here. Alright, so we got enough now, I can go ahead and do it. Alright, there we go, good start. And pop my Lucid again. So here's the hard part. Here's the parts that I still mess up every now and then. The chains aren't too bad, I can deal with the chains, but once we get segmented again, it's just, you're only going to have, at the end, one safe spot. So just trying to find it and get to it in time. It's getting to it in time is the hard part for me. Usually I can spot it well enough. Come on, don't give me chains. Nice, nice. But yeah, running to it can be a little tricky as a red mage, trying to get your cast off and still handle it in time. I'm getting a little overweight on my white mana, but that's alright. even it up a bit here. Oh, I didn't even see our tanks went down. Too busy talking to y'all. Alright. So I prefer to stay like right here in this portion, but there's not really like a preferred area, I guess. It's just easier for whenever I actually do go up and do my combo. Yeah, so let's see. Get right here. And then I usually just stay wherever I end up until it makes me move. See if I can't get that dancer up. Okay, someone beat me to it. Nice. Yeah, see, you've only got one safe spot, which is where I was. Okay. Just barely made it. So for this time, I am going to go ahead and just pop the embolden there. Line it up with everyone. Not a huge deal, but if this were a Savage raid, more than likely everyone would have their buff synced. We don't in here, which we really don't have like a dance or anything to worry about, but it's good to get in the habit of trying to sync it. Basically using your embolden on cooldown. It'll get a little trickier when you're trying to do like ultimates and whatnot. Okay. Okay, and then the chains are going to pull the girls to the side, so you just want to see which way she starts facing. There you go, and get out of the way. And just do a little loop-to-loop. Now, avoiding the tank here is going to be interesting. There we go. You got enough time to get off one more combo here, and we'll see if I get to finish it. I should be able to. Alright, there we go. Good run. Very smooth. That gives me hope for the last one. I'm in Alliance C, okay. I'm like a big fan of the gear this time. It's okay. It's workable, it's serviceable, but nothing nothing like super big. We got all of that stuff with the first raid, getting the 2B gear. Alright. What I always do. Just lean. There you go. Someone's gonna press it, I might as well lean back and look cool. Look good in my glam. Alright. And for this one, you can go ahead and just like use full cooldowns for it. This is a long enough ad phase that you'll have more than enough time to use everything once before the final boss. So yeah, go ahead and pop them as much as you want. It's not going to be a big deal at all. Yeah, use Embolden, use your modification. I know, like, you know, Embolden's like, oh, the 2-minute cooldown. That's a long cooldown to use before boss. Nah, it's not a big deal. You'll have more than enough time by the time you actually get all of this stuff done. Yeah, I'll pop that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be sticking Red Mage Come In Walker. I just love it too much. This is... I've usually compared Final Fantasy jobs, and I'll probably do it whenever I eventually make my job video, but it almost feels like a MOBA. You know, you have a bunch of different jobs. They're all super unique, and some of them just don't click, and some of them, once it clicks, like, it's your class. Like, you don't really move from it. See, yeah, corner time. And that's Red Mage for me. Like, it just feels comfy. It just, it works. Yeah, it should be able to bump back. There you go. Right into it. I mean, I like some of the other classes. I like Archer quite a bit because it plays very similar to how Affliction Lock does in World of Warcraft. But Red Mage is just, it's the one that feels like home. Go, get out of the way. Yeah, I do need to do a little bit of leveling at some point tonight. Who knows, maybe before I do Puppet's Bunker a bunch, I will hop in to Dark Knight and do a little bit of leveling there. Just get it out of the way. Because I do want to make that job video. It's just very hard to make a job video when you don't have an 80 of every job, so I should at least, like... I'm not necessarily going to get to 80 to make the video, but I do want to get high enough that I can give people, like, a decent approach to the class. If I have to buy a booster too, like, I'm not opposed to it. It's just I'm very poor, and I would like to save money. So, this is a good saying. If you have not liked and subscribed, I very much appreciate your support and super chats, so I can provide you the Final Fantasy content and other gaming content. I am a variety streamer. Final Fantasy is my main game. It is where the majority of my content will likely be, especially with Endwalker coming up, but I do love playing other games. So, if you like hanging out with me at 12:30 in the morning and want to see more content, yes, please like and subscribe. Send me those super chats and donations, and it is always very much appreciated. The more that you guys like and subscribe, and the more that I make from the YouTube algorithm, the less I have to do at my actual job and can focus more on giving you guys the content that you want. So, with that out of the way, for a long time, I was the 99th percentile on this first half, so let's see if I can keep that up. Give me that gold parse, baby. It's not a big deal. It's just fun. Parse chasing has its own culture, but it is not super toxic as other MMOs are. It's the people like chasing parses, making groups on parses, are usually gathering together. Everyone knows what they're doing. The difference between a 95 and a 98 is usually small nitpicky stuff. So at that point, it's just trying to make yourself better and improve personally. You very rarely have fights between people, you know, parsing 90 and 95 or 96. You know, at that point, it's more of like an intellectual discussion on what you can do better. So don't worry if you feel like you're doing good. If you're doing purple, you are already better than so many players in this game that don't even know what ACT is. So don't worry about it too much. Just go out there, perform as best as you personally can, and have fun. Here we go. So this one is interesting. We are all hitting fairly hard right off the bat. That's good to see. Hopefully that means we're not going to have any issues with the towers and everything here in a second. It's really the train and the song combo that does it for a lot of groups from what I've noticed. Everyone will like do fine until then, but once you start combining the train and the songs, it gets really tricky really fast. And a lot of it's just because it is a pretty long fight, so people forget it. But this group, I think we're gonna be all right. I think we'll survive. Here we go. Move on over, and I usually stay here. This is it's usually off to the sides as a safe spot for when the big line starts coming down. See, yeah. Sometimes they double up on top of each other, which can be kind of tricky. Okay to start moving a little early, abuse that slide casting. Ooh, had a couple go down. I'm gonna get through my combo and then start getting some reses up before the next phase. Alright, so here we go. Let's get up Goon. Let's get up Lunarity. You know, I talked about it a little bit with the Baby's Guide to Red Mage, but you can see how quick you can pop off those reses once you're used to it. Part of it is just me, like, being used to it. I really don't mind, like, clicking and then popping everything. I have my, the way I have everything set up is, I've got a Death Adder, so I've got my side butts, I've got my scroll wheel, hotkeyed through the Razer app, so I've got a macro that lets me use insert and delete as my as hotkeys for my scroll wheel. But then I also have the 2 DPI buttons. So these two up here, insert and delete, are just my pure DPI buttons. So for my res, it's literally just click and then just like very slightly press down on with my index finger. I'm super flexible because I played guitar for a long time, so it's just literally just like bump it down and instant res. So, you know, I don't know how much that's going to help people that are trying to learn res, res mage, but your hotkeys are pretty important. That's why I was saying in that video, keep it somewhere that has easy access to, but it doesn't have to be like one of your main buttons. For me, it's just like click, click, and you're done. Takes me 2 seconds to do. As for controller, you're on your own. I got no help for you for controller stuff. That's pretty big brain for me, believe it or not. I've played PC so long that I don't know if I could comfortably switch over to controller. I don't know personally how people are able to move and do all of their combat on a controller very easily. It's just I can't grasp it. The only time I really use my controller is just crafting. Crafting and gathering in Eureka. More power to you if you know how to do it. Like, you're the real heroes out there. Alright, I'm gonna save my Embolden until everyone's around. Yeah, so now I can go ahead and pop it because we're all kind of gathered together. Someone's already got a heal on Rump, so shouldn't be a big deal. And try and face over here. Kind of lucked out with positioning on this one. Alright. Now, where's the next one gonna go? I'm getting a little overweight, so go ahead and use my Swift Cast there. Oh, I got like way over here. That's alright. We got more than enough time to do it. Alright, and this part always kind of trips people up. Just get out of the way. It might have to be kind of far from where you want to be, but as a mage, a little bit easier. We can kind of be wherever. And it gives me enough time for my Coral Core to pop up. Britney score. We are like just absolutely burning her right now, so yeah, pretty solid group. Only seen a couple go down, and that was probably just, you know, a dirt brain mistake, so it happens. I do it too. Here we go, but yeah, hopefully we really won't even have to worry about the double train and song phase. Should be pretty quick. We'll be cutting it close. And I'm up so fast, my core's not even up again. That's how you know it's a pretty good run, is when everything's not even syncing up right, I guess. You're just in the zone. Because yeah, if you are just really popping off, it's pretty common for your melee combo to come back up before your core does. That's not a bad thing. It means you're just really flying. And it's not a bad idea to use core and your engagement on cooldown. Technically, they are supposed to sync up as much as possible, but you know, it's okay. Okay if they're a little bit out, just pop it and go. I say it a lot. I'm not like a super huge number cruncher, so it is entirely possible that there is you know, a little bit of a difference. I'm just gonna go ahead and use my Surecaster so I can go ahead and get into the combo. Here we go. So I'm sure people have like really crunched the numbers and found out like, oh no, Yeah, this is technically what you should do. That's not me. I'm not good at that stuff. I press buttons, and that's really about all I do for a living. Oh man, we got... Okay, here we go. Let's do this, guys. Let's get people up. Oh, they're LB3 in it? Oh, got crushed, yeah. Well, sorry, I was so busy talking I didn't even notice. I totally could have got off more reses there. Anyway, I feel like a king. Be a king. Let's do it. It's my job. It's what I do. It's why we're brought to raids. I'm really surprised I didn't go oversized on one end of mana there. I do that a lot. Oh, man. Too fast. Too fast. Not paying attention. I'm getting antsy. This is what happens when I try talking to you guys at the same time. I mess up. This is your fault. This is all you're doing, chat. I'm honestly surprised I didn't get hit with a bubble there. Like, I completely lost track of what was going on trying to be funny. Trying to tell them jokes. I'll get Lunarity up there. I do need to pop my Lucid though. Alright, see, this is it. This is the part that people forget, because she is going to do this and Screaming Score right on top of it. So see where the rings go. Yeah, perfect. Got a safe spot right here. Man, I'm really surprised we didn't have people go down from that. Nice. It's just really, it's not hard. I'm confident in the team. It's just very easy to forget with everything going on. Like 90% of wipes with this kind of group, everyone's doing solid. 90% of wipes are just going to be people forgetting. Because it is a lot to like take in at once. It's very easy to kind of get in the zone and get, you know, frustrated. You just gotta kind of tune out and just do your thing, focus on mechanics, and kind of force yourself to remember. Again, I do it too. It's not a big deal. See, like there we got more balls coming down. Show me them balls. Here we go. We're doing all right at this point. It's just gonna be oh, get the center there. Yeah, is gonna go ahead and get in there and do that because she's gonna go down here in a second. Why not? Alright, and another successful run. Nice. I'll do my other red mage. I try and calm my other red mages. Gotta stick together, man. I'm sure other people do the same. You calm your own class. Ooh, I might get... Of course. I might get two 2B cards to pop in there for some MGP right now. Ooh, Kaine. I don't have Kaine yet on my orchestrion roll. I got it like originally, like really one of the first runs I did with it, and then I sold it for like 3 million. So, come on, let's cross our luck. It's make it rain, man. Let's do this. I'm in a gambling mood. I don't know why I said my chat disconnected. I don't know. Maybe I had a hiccup there. I'm really surprised oh man, I lost out to like probably like a 93 or 94. That's okay. I can always buy it. I should actually check and see how much I can buy it for, because I wouldn't mind having that in my orchestrion roll. It's a pretty good song. All right, what are we at? Are we at? Oh man, I've still got to run it one more time. Oof. Ooh, lads, this is a lot of running. Oh man. Do I want to take a break now or do I want to wait? Oh man, that's super cheap. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and buy it. Hey. Well, I'm out of coffee, so there's problem number one. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. I am not looking forward to work at all. Yeah, I work retail. I work at a major electronics retailer. You can fill in the gaps from there. And I'm the kind of person that I really don't like. I like to move on. I like to know I'm making progress in either my career or whatever. I don't sit around and just like watch Netflix or anything like that. Like even when I'm playing games, I'm streaming or I've got something going on my second monitor. And yeah, I've just been at this job for 5 years, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to switch up to something new. So that's one reason I'm streaming a lot more. I'd like to do this a lot more. I would like to, you know, learn After Effects and get you guys some cool title cards and that kind of thing. I haven't started streaming to Twitch. I think I'm gonna stick with YouTube. That's where you guys are. That's where I like being. Even if I don't have a lot of people watching live, and obviously it is 1 o'clock in the morning, that's perfectly fine, but I do have people that go back and watch the VODs and whatnot. So yeah, so I like trying to stick with that. So I doubt I'll try the Twitch thing all that much, and I'm already monetized here, so you know, it's not a whole lot, but it pays a little bit. But yeah, I'd like to stick with that and help grow this channel and give you guys the content that you want to see, whether it's Final Fantasy or other games or a mix. Try and do that, and the more I do that, then hopefully the less I have to do at the other job, and then so on and so forth. But that was a whole tangent. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm not going to sleep anytime soon, so I'm just gonna keep doing this until I'm get like 2 hours of sleep, until I pass out. And yeah, so we'll go ahead, and I'm gonna hop back in here. One more run. Oh, okay, it's a sign. So we'll go ahead and do this one more run of this, and then I'm gonna take just a quick like 5 or 10 minute break, get something else to drink, and maybe get another cup of coffee, who knows. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to tomorrow. I live in a very small rural area, and the thing with this job is like you really have to spend time with customers. It's not like most retail jobs are just like point a customer in this right direction and, you know, go back to folding clothes or whatever. Nothing against those kind of jobs. That's actually the kind of job I would prefer right now, but the kind of work that they have us doing versus what we're paid, it's not worth it anymore. I'd much rather get like $2 an hour less to have a job that's 3 times easier, if that makes sense. You know, my minor is in marketing. I was an English major, but my minor is in marketing, and I do a lot of PR and marketing stuff for the nonprofit I work for just for fun. I like doing that kind of stuff. It's the kind of stuff I would write about a lot when I was a pop culture journalist, really kind of talking about the industry stuff. So it's just, it's one of those jobs where it's like I know what I would be paid doing this exact same job for an actual like sales or marketing firm, and it's sure as hell a lot more than $15 an hour. But this company just kind of relies on people or this is either their first retail job, or they don't really know a whole lot about industry standards and whatnot, or sales tactics and whatnot. So it's not uncommon for people that, you know, end up going into marketing and whatnot, they end up leaving this job pretty quick, whereas the people that this is their first job, they end up, you know, falling into the culture and whatnot and sticking with it for a long time. Which, I mean, I'll admit, it does pay a little bit better than most retail jobs in the area, and if, you know, you gotta support a family and whatnot, I don't blame you for sticking with it. No shame in that. That's a little bit different circumstance, but, you know, for me, I'm single, I don't really have any responsibilities until student loans kick in September, so, like, I don't mind, like, you know, taking some of my savings and just, like, cruising for a little bit, you know? I've been saving up about a year's worth of pay, so I have some time to just kind of chill and stream, and you know, maybe look for a job elsewhere. That's kind of the goal right now. But anyway, that's my life. You know, I don't really talk a whole lot about what's going on with my real life stuff in stream. I figure you guys kind of want to talk about, you know, the content a little bit more, but that's just a little bit about me, you know. I figure I've been doing this a while now, at least, you know, those World of Warcraft vids and whatnot, those were, God, 4 or 5 years ago at this point. But I haven't really, like, you know, said hello. So that's just kind of my way of saying hello and, like, a little bit about me. Hi, howdy, y'all. Well, I guess that's my intro. I don't know. I didn't say it today. I was lazy, but howdy, y'all. I'm Wesor, and that's me. That's my life. Okay. Oh man, I got a stray buddy coming over here. Okay, I see you. Trying to sneak on over here. Hey, this time I might actually be able to fit it in. I didn't have to move around as much. Ah, just barely, just barely. That's okay, I got enough time. Still doing a little bit faster than last run. Haven't seen anyone really, like, go down or anything yet. I just might have emboldened there. Yeah, this right here is kind of the weird point. I'll go ahead and use it, why not? Horses be damned, I don't even know, maybe that was the ideal thing to do so I can fit another one in later. Go. Getting overweight on that one. And that time I held off on casting until after he bumped, so you don't have to deal with the interrupt. That's getting kind of nitpicky. I don't do it a whole lot. I didn't even really think about it all that much. But yeah, it seemed like a good idea to do there. Yeah, at this point, this is just kind of almost like a live version of a Talking the Red, I guess. Kind of explaining my thought process as I actually go through and fight. My welcome sprout video, my little baby red mage video, when I was like showing you, oh, this is my full rotation, I didn't perform as well as I wanted to for that. So I'm just kind of taking this opportunity while I'm like actually tryharding to kind of explain my thoughts and how to do red mage at optimal. But for you guys that are maybe new to this or want to know a little bit more about red mage, like yeah, go check out my little baby sprout video. But this is also what it looks like at, you know, my top rotation and whatnot. I'm a little too scared to like do the big UI while I'm in the middle of a raid, but yeah, just pay attention down at the bottom. I know it's a little hard to see. I do keep my UI kind of small, but yeah, you can see what it looks like when you're going at max speed. And if you are new to Final Fantasy, this is also a good opportunity to kind of see like what rotations will look like at max level 2, because one of the big misconceptions is that, you know, it's a slow game, and it does start off very slow. And again, I explained this in that Welcome Sprout video. Go check it out. Oh, I'm gonna run off over here. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Hey, just in time. Perfect. But yeah, one of the big misconceptions is that Final Fantasy XIV is very slow, but as you can see, like, it's really not. See healers down. See if I can get one of the red mages up. Where are their healers? Can't see their healers. There we go. They marked them for me. That's nice. Let's see where he's gonna go. Perfect, perfect. That's nice. He's off to the side. Gives me a little more room to breathe. I think I got everyone up. Yeah, that's kind of unique. That's the first time I've seen someone like mark the healers, which makes it very nice. So that's a possible suggestion if you watch this on VOD or something later. Yeah, mark your healers. So if a whole lot of people go down, it makes it really easy for me to find them. and other red mages and whatnot. There's really any resers. Alright, so where we got? Okay, so it's going to be right side first. Using engagement there instead of displacement, just because I don't know where he's going to go. Okay, so we're going to do center and then out, which actually makes things a little bit easier on me because I can go ahead and use my modification and get into my combo here without having to worry about it too much. It doesn't like take me out of anything. I clipped the castle a little bit there. I'm going to move out, give some people a little bit more room there. Okay, and our attack step just went out, so we're pretty synced up on everything, which is kind of nice. Did 20.3 on that. But I do have, it's a little off because I do have the Dancer buff. But I guess my actual is probably around like 18, 19. But yeah. So I feel like this is doing pretty good. We're recovering all right. We've got some good DPS going around. That died really fast. I'm curious how these next two are going to go. That was, man, that was quick. Got three red mages in our party. Okay. All right. But yeah, yeah, I'm always looking for like new things to try out and stream. So if you have some games you want me to try out and check out, I'm definitely looking up for it. I'm interested, you know, if you guys want to collab or anything like that, hit me up and let me know. I finally got a copy of Among Us through the Epic Games Store not long ago. During it was one of their free giveaways for the spring sale stuff. And I've still never played it. I really want to try Among Us, so if you want to play that with me sometime, or Phasmophobia, we'll see how that goes. I'm a big scaredy cat when it comes to games, so I'm not... I get scared easily. But Phasmophobia, playing with other people, I feel like can be pretty fun. Yeah, it's not likely I would do like Resident Evil or something like that. I do want to do Resident Evil 8. Eventually. I'm gonna hold off on my modification for this. Now I'll go ahead and do it. Yeah, I do want to try Resident Evil 8. One of my very good friends, and I worked with him for a pretty long time at Warner Brothers, was his name's Aaron LaPlante, and he is the voice of the Duke. So I would like to give that a shot. I normally cannot do scary games whatsoever, but I want to support him, and it's just been great to see how much support he has gotten from players and whatnot. So if you guys have played Resident Evil 8 and you like the Duke, look him up on social media and Instagram and whatnot. He's just a terrifically funny guy. He has worked his ass off to make it in this industry, and I am very, very proud of everything he has done. So yeah, I would like to try Resident Evil 8 at some point and support him, and make fun of him on Instagram, send him some DMs of me playing the game and being a big scaredy cat. Okay, so we're gonna have Gretel going up. I was so busy saying all that, I really wasn't paying attention to who's got what health right now. But yeah, Aaron is a very cool dude. Follow him on Instagram. He does some live signings, and he's done some interviews lately. Just a wonderfully cool guy to hang out with, and very, very hard worker. It's cool to see how far he's come. I've got enough time. I don't know where I'm at. I'm just vibing. I could be like completely off right now. Same thing, I'm gonna hold off. They're gonna do another bloody sweep here. I'm gonna wait for them to actually like jump forward. There you go. So where are we at? So they're gonna do outside and then inside. So that means I am going to jump back here and pop my Embolden. I guess this tells you how much I've been playing Red Mage when I just kind of zone out like that. And that's a good thing. Like, a lot of these A lot of these jobs are pretty involved and intricate, but Final Fantasy does so well, I should say. Look at me being that top tier English major. Does so well at like slowly introducing you to all of these mechanics that eventually you're just on autopilot, even for the jobs that are a little bit more involved and you have to pay attention and whatnot. It's very easy to just kind of zone out and not worry about it. And that's to Final Fantasy's credit. Like, as you can see, it's not slow at max level, but it does start slow, and it's very much on purpose so that you have time to really kind of get this stuff ingrained in your mind to the point where you don't have to think about it. Alright, was that a beta? Dancer went down. I'll go ahead and get them up. They've been sitting a while. Get my red mage buddy up over there. Well, can't really click at him right now. There we go. Oh, I guess someone else has him, and my Jolt 2 just popped off. Okay. Ooh. Good thing I guess that worked out in my favor. Oh, those guys are dead. Oh, really? Did they invuln? Huh. Interesting. Interesting to see. Oh shit, they've got the, yeah, let them spread. There we go. Alright, didn't have enough time to triple weave in a modification there. That's okay. Alright, and back to it. Next Wandering Trail, you'll have enough time. This second one, they do the jump in the center thing, so you've got more than enough time to avoid them. There you go, and keep DPSing. That's what I meant to say, is keep DPSing that time, that portion. Here we go. Our Dancer's doing pretty good. They've been syncing up the tack step pretty well, doing some of these big brain strats. Oh shit! Oh, that popped me. That's what I get for not paying attention, right? But yeah, doing all right so far. This is another one where we're just like really burning them down. I'm excited to see how the next two go. All right, and I've got enough time to finish this before they disappear, because they are going to do the sweep. You can get them both. Yeah. Here. Like that guy's been down a lot. Oh, he's AFK, that's why. It happens. Man, that is a pretty pro-tier group. I mean, they are like right neck and neck. It's impressive. I haven't seen that through a lot of towers. I know I'm not the only one, but Tower lately has been a really interesting experience. It's been a lot of newer players and people catching up and whatnot, so having a group that can blitz through it like this is kind of a rarity. It's nice to see. I mean, I do like having fun and you know, rezzing like 9 people in a fight, but I also like the groups that can get it done. I'm ready for a break. I'm getting antsy. Got to stretch the legs a bit. Got to stay healthy. Be a good little streamer, right? Be a good little content creator. Got to take care of the health. Yeah, if we did those two that fast, like that last group, I think we were at like I don't know, 98 minutes, 97 minutes left by the time we got to this portion. Maybe even not even that far. So yeah, we're cruising. We're doing good, boys. All right. We'll have to see what happens with some of the next raids and whatnot. I just, Yoko Taro's been doing more interviews and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if there's more Easter eggs like hiding around Final Fantasy XIV somewhere. If he has a little bit more involvement with the raids, it maybe like in an unofficial capacity or something. Because it seems like the ideas that he had for this this series, like the story was whatever. I was a little disappointed in the story compared to a lot of like the other a lot of the other stuff he's done and a lot of the expectations with it, but the actual raid design on this is really good. I like a lot of the stuff that they did for this series, so I wouldn't be surprised if they're, you know, call him up every now and then and be like, hey, what do you think about this idea? Do you have any ideas for this kind of boss? I could very much see them doing that. And again, he's still been doing interviews and stuff. So like his work with Yoshi isn't finished, and they're still really good friends, and you know how businesses like that work. Yeah, word gets around. I still haven't played the Nier Replicant remake yet. It's been a bit pricey for me, but that might be another one to do on stream, you know, at some point. I'm worried about doing it on stream because, again, the copyright thing, but who knows, we'll give it a shot. If I have to do it like Cyberpunk and, you know, demonetize it, it's perfectly fine. I don't mind. That's another thing I could do for, like, members-only streams or something like that. I do want to make some emotes and stuff, get you guys a membership up and running. Just do some side content. I've been thinking about, you know, membership streams, maybe doing like guitar practice and that kind of stuff in those memberships. I haven't activated it yet because I don't have emotes or anything, but it is something I am like looking into and might do in the future. So we'll see. Come up with some fun ideas. I know movie watch-alongs are a big deal right now, and maybe do some anime watch-alongs or something like that. I'm taking ideas. I really, I don't have a theme with the channel. Just come hang out, have fun, right? Alright, so here's Red Girl. We'll see how this goes. I'm confident in this group. They've been pretty solid so far. I don't think we're going to have people stepping on each other's toes with the AoEs, but that's the tricky part. But it can also be the fun of it as a red mage. I haven't really had a chance to show you guys popping off seven reses at once yet. That to me is the fun part of red mage. It makes you feel like a boss. All right, let's do this. I don't think we're gonna do a timer. I don't think this group needs a timer. I think we're confident enough to just go in. See if they get that tack step off. If I was even close enough to do it, I might not have been. Who knows? Ah, there it is. Yeah. Yeah, we're synced, buddy. We're in tune. One mind. And then someone has a macro. This bubble is your friend. I'm guessing that might be the... might have a... Astro here. Popping that off, letting us know to stay close. Or letting us know something for the tank. I don't see the star out. Yeah, maybe it's a tank thing, but yeah, they were kind enough to put an emote up, letting people know when they've got bubbles going up. There we go. Might be able to. We'll, Hey, I was worried that was gonna like push me into the dead zone. That worked out better than I expected. It's that kind of night where I'm just like, I mean, it's like 1:30 in the morning. Well, 1 o'clock. So I'm just like, I'm derping around. This is the time to just have fun and just try a bunch of stupid shit and see if it works. Why not? What else am I gonna do at this time of night? I've run this what, 3 times already tonight. I did one before the stream even started, so like I am in the Tower of Paradigm's Breach. Like I am in the zone, man. Just stay over here, it's fine. You got enough to go around. Get that dancer up. Any healers down? Okay, Sir Patrick's already back up. Okay, cool. We're doing it, boys. Yeah, we got the replicants coming out, so we got enough time to embolden here. A little too high up to use a modification. I'll save that for after the... Well, I might be able to squeeze in one more. We'll see. It's going to be cutting it pretty close. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Why not? Let's see if I can fit in one more melee combo here before she transitions. I think I got enough time. Here we go. So I'm sitting at about 24 right now. Bear in mind I do have the dancer buff, so my actual is probably 21.5. And I always put these logs up. I don't usually show them on stream. I don't want to encourage it necessarily, but you know, I try not to be toxic about it. But I do put all my stuff up in FF logs, so if you want to see it a little bit later, you can. You guys don't necessarily need to see ACT on the stream. You're watching me play, right? Just you know, look at how I'm doing. You guys can judge for yourselves without having to see numbers. Yeah, here we go. Let the bodies hit the floor. What the? Did I defeat 10,000 enemies? Okay, I didn't know that was a thing. Cool. I didn't see. Did that give me anything? Do I get like a cool title or something out of that? 10,000 enemies. That's wild to think about. And man, I want to see. Never mind. Did that give me anything? Butcher's Crown. Cool. God, it's hard to believe. 10,000 enemies. That's, God, I've been playing this game off and on for 7 years now. Wow. That's wild to think about. Now, granted, I have had a lot of periods where it's like, not as much as I could have played, you know. I could have played a little bit more. I was playing WoW and stuff at that time, but 10,000 enemies. Man, I'm gonna have to like sit and reflect on that for a bit. Let's see if I get popped with another chain here. Hey, no, I didn't. You know, I still don't have Mentor. That's the crazy part, is I still don't have Mentor because of the comms. 1,500 comms is a lot of comms, man. Okay, they already got the tank up. It's probably because like I haven't spent a lot of time leveling my tanks and whatnot. I've been getting a little bit more now that I am leveling Dark Knight on this character, but man, that's a lot of comms. I don't know if I can do that. I'm only halfway there. I'm at like 780 something. It's not a big deal to get Mentor, but I'd like the Mentor roulette stuff, I guess. It seems kind of cool to do. It's all like EX trials and stuff, isn't it? Shit. No, I'm not gonna make it in time. Yeah, see? Saw that one coming a mile away. Okay. Too busy talking. This one I might be able to make it. Yeah. Alright, where we got? Where we got? Over here. Okay. God, this is a tough one to get to. And they really want me running this time, don't they? That's like the worst possible scenario for red mages, that kind of run. Thankfully, like the other top dude is a machinist, so it's not like we're kind of in the same boat with all of it, I guess. Alright. God, she's already at 15%? Wow. This is like the A-team alliance rate. I haven't seen this in a while. Everyone's just tired and want to get through it. It says those 2 a.m. 2 a.m. raiders, right? Alright, let's see who gets pulled into our area. Okay, she's going to be facing that way. I didn't see... Okay, she's doing counterclockwise. I'm probably going to get popped with that. Oh, hey, no, I avoided it somehow. Oh, get out of the way of the tank busters. It does cleave just a little bit. It's not a huge amount, but you will probably die if you're standing on top of them. Oh, we're all ranged. Okay. I was wondering what was going on there. Nice. Very nice. Alright, there we go. Last boss. And then I'm going to take like a quick 5-minute break. 5-10 minutes. Get something, get some more coffee, get something to eat. I'm starving, guys. Yeah, it's been a good run, and then I'll probably pop back and do some Puppets Bunker. I don't know. I do want to do a leveling roulette and get this Dark Knight leveled. So I might do that as a nice break. Get away from the ARs for just a little bit. I'm excited to see where the story's going with Dark Knight though. I just entered the Stormblood stuff. I'm 60, 61, I think, and apparently the level 70 quest is just amazing as a Dark Knight, so I'm pretty excited to see how that does. But thanks for sticking around with me tonight. Like I said, I got no plan, so it'll keep going as long as I'm awake. The question is, what do I want to eat? We really don't have anything in the house. I don't even think I've got like ramen or anything like over in my usual stash. Everything's closed around here. I would kill for a Jack in the Box. Like, I hate living in a small town. I lived in LA for 10 years, and like having a Jack in the Box at 3 o'clock in the morning is like the best thing ever. It got to the point where like they would recognize my voice at the drive-thru, and we're just like, yeah, we know what you want, man. But yeah, we don't have anything in this area other than like, there's a McDonald's over that I have to drive like, it's about I'd say a 15-20 minute drive to get to the McDonald's. And they usually start serving breakfast at 1:30, and I'm just not in the mood for it, man. I'm so sick of breakfast. I would be fine if I never see like another bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit again. But they're the only thing open. Even White Castle around here, ever since the pandemic, like nothing's open 24 hours anymore. So even the White Castle closes at like at 1 o'clock nowadays. Like, it's pretty bad when White Castle is not open 24/7. And it could just be our franchisee, I don't know. But like, I'm hungry. And I don't know if you guys can tell, I don't have a whole lot to lose. I've never weighed over 145 in my life, despite having just the absolute worst diet possible. So yeah, I don't like to skip meals. I like eating. I don't know, maybe I got some pizza or something I can munch on. I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to this one. They've got the main one under control. It's at the point again where I'm not even really paying attention to my rotation at this point. I'm just chatting with you guys, having a good time, right? I hope you guys are having a good time too. Let's see it. Ooh, duck and weave, duck and weave. All right, there we go. Kind of a tricky layout to get through. All right, I don't have enough time to use another embolden in the combo. I'm just gonna go ahead and save that for the boss and open up with top of everything. Just max deeps, max combo. Let's do this. Let's start the break on a high note. And get our 1:30 a.m. snack. But yeah, you know, speaking of the future of the channel, like, you know, I've mentioned a lot that I'm not really interested in doing stuff on Twitch. But if you guys would like to see me on Twitch, it's the same handle over there. Um, Let me know on Twitter. Let me know in the comments. Send me some DMs. I don't care. Chat. I'm not opposed to streaming on Twitch. I've got it set up to do it. It's just you know, I've got everything built up here that it's just kind of become my home. I like YouTube's layout, and I'm like on YouTube 90% of the time that I'm on the internet, so it's more familiar. But if you guys do like watch Twitch more than you watch YouTube and want me to start streaming over there, I'm not opposed to doing it. Just let me know, give me a heads up, and I can start doing it more. It's again just at WestZor, not hard to find. That's me. That's my Twitter handle. That's my YouTube. It's pretty much everything. Okay, that side. We got some people pulling 30k burst right now. It's impressive. We in it, boys. It's gonna be a fast run. Normally, I kind of have to debate whether or not to hold off a combo or whatnot, or if I should just go ahead and do it through some of her mechanics until we get to 51%. I don't think I'm gonna have to worry about that here. I think we're gonna push her to 51 real fast. I think I'm drooling. I don't know. Maybe I'm just talking too much. Here we go. Doesn't help I've got these big teeth. Kind of have like this weird like horse laugh, I guess. It's okay. I've had 30 years to come to terms with it. I used to have like a really, really nasty overbite, and like my two canines were coming in from like the top of my jaw. I had like the full works. I had the palate expander. I had braces. It was bad. Big old gap in my teeth because I like sucked my thumb until I was like almost a teenager. It was just a habit. I didn't even really think about it. Like, age wasn't a big concept to me at the time. It was just something I did at night. So yeah, I've got nice and straight teeth now, but they're big ones. All right, yeah, I'm gonna hold off on the combo. I'm gonna wait for the emboldened and everything. I don't know why she did taxed up there. I guess I'll go ahead and pop off emboldened, and we'll go at it. Let's do it. She's gonna do eminence here, but we might have enough time to. You know what? I'm gonna try it. Bad move. I shouldn't have done it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it. That's what I get for being risky, but hey, that's alright. You don't need me to tell you how to play. That's alright. I won't open on this portion as on as much of a high note as I wanted, but we're still doing alright. It's not a big deal. It'll be easy enough to get up there, use the modification, and get back on track, right? Only problem is it is going to be right in the middle of the towers. So what I'm going to do is see what direction they're coming from, and then boost back there. Make it easy on myself. Alrighty. This one's probably going to be the opposite, yeah. I'm close enough, I'm not going to have to move a whole lot. Just over to this corner. Yeah, this one we're not going to have to worry about some of the more advanced stuff later on. I don't think we're going to get to that point. Yep, stay where I'm at. You can see the problem I'm having if you look really carefully. It's a good thing I don't have any potions down here, but some of the combos that I've got that use my mouse scroll wheel press. These are also scroll wheel buttons, either up or down. But I've also got the button press key bound to a couple things, so you can see if you look really carefully what's going on with some of my casts getting clipped. Is it's pressing both of them at once, and it's really annoying. It's just me kind of fat fingering in a way, but I just really can't play without having my scroll wheel bound. I'm just so used to it from WoW, and I'm really surprised that Final Fantasy doesn't allow it just natively. It's really my only big complaint with the control scheme. Everything else can be customized pretty well, but I wish they would add native scroll wheel support, so I won't have to rely on macros and that kind of stuff to do a lot of the stuff that I'm doing. Okay, and perfect positioning. Usually I see her do this one first. This way I can go ahead and jump right in. Alright, so I'm currently sitting around 21, 22-ish. Just keeping numbers updated for the people that care about that stuff. Like I said, I don't usually show it on stream, but I'll have the logs up later. It's not a big deal. We got first white, okay. This first one always alternates, so you'll know it'll be white, and then you got time to flip around to the black. This mechanic is kind of annoying as a red mage, because there's not really like an easy way to face or not face it. So what I do is I like kind of hang off to her side and just like slightly angle myself. It's really the only way I figured out how to do it as a red mage. Okay, so we got Pillar Impact coming up. And use my Surecast there. Go ahead and embolden everyone as they come by. There we go. Hit a few people. Not as many as I was hoping. I thought that was going to look like really cool. It unfortunately didn't. That's okay. It's all style points with us, right? That's what we want. What's the point if you don't look good while doing it? Alrighty. Got the bubbles and then the rings coming down again. Aaron Waters. Does Dancer have Surecast? I have never really taken a look to see. They have the same as Bard, right? I can't remember if they have Surecast or if they have Arm's Length. You'd think I would know from playing Bard so much, but I haven't really hit any of the content on that character. I mean, I have hit it, but I don't play it enough that I really have to worry about Arm's Length all that much. Yeah, if they have Arm's Length, yeah, just wait until the cast bar is almost full and then just pop that sucker, man. Just get it out of the way. As a primo time for that that Red Mage LB3. That's the pro time to use it. Right when everything's going off, huh? Okay, center again. That's our way of asserting dominance as a Red Mage. Here we go. That and slow casting res. If someone's slow casting res, it's just their way of saying, hey man, you fucked up, and you're gonna know about it. Alright, yeah, we're clear here. See if anyone forgets this. I think we're all facing her in a good way. Ah, no, I got a couple popped by it. They were sleeping. They were sleeping. They were too focused on the deeps. And get half of a combo here. She's gonna die before I get it all off, but that's okay. I'll take those numbers. And calm. Ooh, I got like 2 red mages as calm. I'll do Kjolwan. Why not? I need that MGP. I need that gambling money. Not very good rolls, but that's alright. I'll stick it out till the end. Actually, you know what? I'm hungry. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna be gone like 10, 15 minutes or so. I'm gonna put the screen up. But yeah, if you guys have other stuff to watch, by all means, go do it. Otherwise, thanks for sticking with me, and yeah, we'll do some roulettes here whenever I get back. I'm not ready to like hop right back into Puppin's bunker, but I will be back here in about 10, 15 minutes. So, like I said, thanks for sticking with me through that time, and yeah, see you here in just a little bit. Oh, don't worry, guys. I'm still here. I'm making a sandwich. I'll be back in just a few minutes. So bear with me. Yeah, yeah, I'm still working on getting this thing done. Now we really don't have any food here. So yeah, I'll be like 5 minutes. Don't worry, I'm on my way. I haven't forgotten you guys. Don't worry. Probably browse Reddit or something when I get back for a few and eat and drink some water. Hydrate. Go drink your water. Hydrate. So yeah, be right back. Mhm. All right, let's get back to it. So, I'm gonna eat real quick, but let's see what's going on over here. Let's see what's going on the old Reddits. Let's see. Well, if I have my window capture set up. That's first time I've really done this on oh, there we go, display capture. Nice, nice. See what the old memes look like. I just got a little sandwich. I'm not a big fan of like pepper jack, but really all I had, I guess. Yeah, this was pretty good. Yeah, rest in peace to all of your welcome oogles in Limsa Lominsa. Ours, his name is Oliver. Wind up Oliver, and sad he's not going to be dancing next to the market board for the next couple of months. That was a good cosplay. Even got the pleated skirt going on. I haven't really seen too many with like the intro Makode gear before. Oh, trust me. On Balmung, this will never be a ghost town. Neither will the quicksand. It don't matter how many people you end up kicking. We're always gonna have people around. I'm excited to see like what happens with the data center travel and all that, and see all the tourists coming over to Balmung, and yeah, seeing what it looks like. And I'm excited to finally be able to visit Excalibur and raid with all my buddies in my alts guild, and finally be able to do like the red mage stuff for them that I've been able to do for Crystal for a long time. So yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, I was talking about that a little bit earlier, man. I just love Yoshi. You know, it's one of those things where like you got to be kind of careful because it is like a parasocial relationship kind of thing, and it's easy to like put him up on a mantle, and it can get kind of dangerous. But overall, man, I think he's just like one of the best directors out there. I love how humble he is about everything, and just how much he genuinely just seems to enjoy the game and the fan stuff around it, you know. Let's see. Yeah. I very rarely do fashion guides. I mean, this is the time to be doing it with the Make It Rain campaign. But like once I got my outfit, I was just like, I'm done. I'll bounce from there. Yeah, most Discords there is I don't know if every Discord has it, but there is a Moogle bot that you can install in your Discord that has a command that'll show you the guides every week. Really helpful. If you haven't done it yet, you do get some pretty good rewards and some pretty good MGP from it, so it's definitely worth doing. Yeah, I feel that. I'm really surprised at how quickly that last one popped. That was a real fast queue. That's some good art. I need to buy more art of Kyra. I really, really love her. I don't like ever anticipate like Fantasiaing. I know some people are like obsessed with Fantasias. I could never do it. I love my little Aura girl. Look at her. This has been my Mog. This has been Kyra for like ever. Like I cannot imagine ever changing it. She's so cool. And like it's interesting to see like Rhine are like apparently the most played Aura class, but like I love Zayla so much. I love the dark blue and the white hair and everything. Like their default mode is angry, and then the cutscenes just make them even more angry. And it's just so much fun to like see her in cutscenes and stuff. She's my warrior of light. Kyra Vast. I'll probably put her name in one of my future books. I'm working on a couple right now, but It feels like almost all of my main characters in any of my games end up as names in one of my books. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Working on a cyberpunk one that's kind of cool, like a cyberpunk detective thriller, and having a lot of fun with it. I think I might have named her Kyra, either Kyra or Tara, one of the two. You can expect that in like 4 or 5 years whenever I get off my ass and actually finish it. Mood. It is fun to see, like, all of the streamers. You know, with this big rush of streamers coming into the game, it's just really fun to see the turnaround on Alizé and Alphino. Because, like, it's very consistent. It's like, through all of A Realm Reborn, it's like, I hate Alphino. I've had people that are like, oh, the Scions are totally evil. Like, that's going to be the twist, is like, at the end, they're going to be completely evil, and they're going to turn on you and all this stuff. And it's like, nah, that doesn't really happen with the Scions. But it's also like, Alphino is a little, you know, he's a little snob. He needs to, you know, be given a swirly, that kind of thing. And then by the end of, you know, Heaven's Word, it's like, you know, I would do anything for Alphino. If anything happens to him, I will kill everyone and myself. And then Alizé, as a red mage player, she is by far my favorite. She is like peak red mage. Love her. I was so happy, and you can see the reaction that I had the first time the trailer was ever released, was seeing her pop up in full CG. Some good line work. I wish I could draw. I feel like it'd be a lot easier to do a lot of things if I could draw and just do things myself. It's kind of my mindset. It's like, I can't really afford to do a whole lot of things or pay other people to do it. Like, I would love to try the VTubing thing, but like, I can't draw. I can do the rigging. I can learn how to do that, but I can't do the art. So yeah, I wish I could afford to like pay someone to do something like this. That's so cool. I've always been jealous of people that could draw like that. But yeah, my mindset has always been, you know what, I can't do it, so I'm gonna learn how to do it myself. But eventually, kind of have limits. Got a spoiler. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I mean, I know we're kind of doing late game stuff right now, but I'll try and avoid that. Locations, yeah. It's really weird. Like, everyone's like, oh, it's such a drab game, but like, man, you go to like Bill Meg and whatnot. I mean, it's a beautiful game, and then you get G Shade on top of it. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Like, I feel like people are so used to WoW, and it's like super saturated art style, and that's fine for what WoW is. I mean, it's definitely more of like a Saturday morning cartoon, where this does try like a little bit more realistic tone, but I still think it looks beautiful. It's different styles, but they're beautiful in their own way. It is interesting to see people be like, oh, this is a weeb game or whatever. For one thing, I never hear anyone say, oh, this is a weeb game, and not mean it in like a casually racist way. Like, anime's not gonna make you gay, dude. Like, it's 2021. Watch as much anime as you want, right? But the other big thing is, like, Final Fantasy, just as a franchise, they probably have a style guide, and all of their style guides are going to stick with the same style. So complaining about Final Fantasy X is like also complaining about, I mean, Final Fantasy XIV and its art styles means you're also complaining about the 7 Remake's art style. You're complaining about 10's art style. The only one that's kind of the odd man out would be Final Fantasy IX as far as the recent, like, the post-PlayStation era goes. And even then, the color system is still very much in line with what Final Fantasy XIV has. So it's just really weird to have people complaining about the art style and complaining that it's too anime, because it's literally just the Final Fantasy art style that they have always had. Like, you could take, and they do it, you can take characters from those other games and plop them right into Final Fantasy XIV, and they look right at home. You know, some of the gear is going to look a little odd, but that's kind of on purpose. So yeah, if people complain about it being a weeb game, like, it's something you can kind of write off. Now, that doesn't mean there aren't people that don't like the art style. I mean, that's perfectly valid. You know, I have a lot of World of Warcraft fans that they don't like it because they want more beastly, races and whatnot. They like the Volpera and having Tauren and that kind of thing. So if Final Fantasy is an anime game, then WoW is a furry game, and that's perfectly fine. Usually, the people that have issues with the art style, I've noticed, typically are able to explain why they don't like the art style. Like they have a little bit more reasoning behind it than, oh, it's a weeb game. So I mean, yeah, you can definitely like not like the art style or whatever, but like just doing that one throwaway line just doesn't make much sense to me. Oh yeah, man. Use that downtime to get some gaming in. That's a Chad right there. He knows what he wants out of life. Ooh, that's pretty. And have a close-up? Take a look. Yeah, that's really pretty. I like that painterly art style. I feel like if I ever did, like, try drawing, like, that would probably be my art style. Sorry, the cheese is getting stuck in my teeth. Yeah, that's gorgeous. More Q stuff. Yeah. You'll learn soon enough. You'll learn after data center travel comes in. There is a reason my alt is named Balmung Ambassador. And it is because I have appointed myself the Ambassador of Balmung. So if you have questions about RP and Balmung in general, just let me know. That is what I'm here for. I am your guide to Crystal. Try to be, anyways. I don't know what the rest of Crystal has to say about it, but I think I do all right. Yeah, it's an experience. Honestly, Quicksand's not too bad here. Well, let's go head over to the Quicksand. Let's see what's going on over there. Honestly, the Quicksand isn't too bad. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to teleport. I kind of talked about it in earlier streams, but I'll show you how the Quicksand works. So obviously, yes, there's a lot of ERP and stuff going on, and a lot of weird stuff. It's kind of like the casual hookup place, right? There we go. So let's get over here. So the Balmung Quicksand, it has a system. If everyone out here, and they're just kind of chilling, usually they're just like looking at passerbys, or they don't like the noise coming from the inside, and they just they're looking for RP, but they don't want to do it in the crowd. That's perfectly fine. Crystal in general and RPers in general, there's a lot of people that have social anxiety, and I totally get it. Like I don't pick up the phone if someone calls. Like, I'll have work try calling me, say, hey, can you come in today? First of all, no, it's my day off. I'm not coming in. I don't take shifts like that. But the other thing is, like, I'm not picking up the phone, like, period. Unless it's someone that, like, I am super comfortable with. You can text me. I'll respond to a text in 2 seconds, but I don't pick up the phone, right? So out here's, like, you usually get more people that, like, have social anxiety. They're interested in RP, or they're just taking a break. But they don't really want to go like into the Quicksand, right? Okay. Then you get in here, and this is, I've explained this before. Like, we kind of got it divided into quarters, right? So this quarter right here, this is the ERP quarter of the Quicksand. If you have the illegal mods. Sorry, it's my day off, leave a message, yeah. I really should make that my default, like, hey, make my answering machine, right? But yeah, so this is the ERP corner. If you have the illegal mods, this is where you're going to see all the naked cat girls and Aura and whatnot. Like, these two, they're doing something. I mean, her name is Piper Perry. Come on. Alright? You got all these guys over here. This section, yeah, you've got people that are like maybe hooking up or whispering or whatever, but this is like more like the serious stuff. Usually people that are sitting down near Momodi and like hanging out in this little section right here are more serious about RP. But they're not so serious that they're necessarily going to go out and look for it, right? So this is where I usually hang out. This is where I do my people watching. I don't really have enough time or lately just really interest to RP a lot, but I like the people watching. I like seeing what's going on. So this is where I usually hang out and just kind of hang and just, you know, see what's going on. If people want to walk up, that's perfectly cool too. This is like the walk-up section, okay? Center areas is usually, you're going to have people here in the middle that are like the jokesters, you know, dressing up as Manderville and dancing the entire time. But for the most part, the people that are like hanging out at the tables are serious RP. They've got someone they're RPing with. They're serious about looking for RP. They want you to sit down with them and start a conversation. Typically, there's not too many hijinks that happen here in the center. And you can even see, like, it's a little more open than the rest. I don't know what those two are doing. But yeah, usually, like, especially this table, this is, like, the serious table. This is like, oh, you're meeting up with your GM, and you're about ready to discuss the next plot point. Like, that's that table right there. So there is a system, right? And over here is just like the AFK section. This is where like I lean against the wall and AFK for a little bit, and I just want people to like check out my cool mog, that kind of thing, you know. Where's that? So yeah, and there is a system. And the quicksand is not, it is not random. It is not entirely ERP all the time. Usually you'll see in, you know, say chat people actually RPing. I do recommend, if you do want to give it a shot, turn off shout chat. Keep yell chat on. The yellow text one is usually okay, and that's more for like actual RP. But shout chat and Balmung in the quicksand. I mean, it's kind of like Baron's chat or modern WoW trade chat. Shout chat is just, it's awful. I usually turn that off, and I've got a separate tab just for RP listings down here. So it's like say party, whispers, yell chat. But I turn off shout chat and general chat and all the battle stuff. I turn that off in that in the RP tab, right? But yeah. So that's the Balmung Quicksand. That is your quick guide. This section right here is usually people AFKing and showing off mogs, leaning up against the thing. Sometimes you got people like looking for ERP and stuff here, just looking for general RP. That's kind of this section right here and the stairs down. And then back here, back behind the quicksand, that's where you've got like a lot of the crime RP and like random fights going on. Basically, it's the back alley, and they treat it like a back alley. But usually, I don't actually see too much like ERP going on back here unless it's in whispers. Most of the time, it's like actual like plot lines and stuff. Like this area is usually a little bit quieter, so it's usually a pretty good area for like doing your FC plot lines and that kind of thing, and doing your crime RP and that kind of stuff. So you usually can find some pretty cool stuff going on back here. I found a lot of good just random walk-up RP, just hanging out in the alleyway. Yeah, there you go. All right, so I'm gonna head back to the to my estate, and then I am going to do some leveling roulettes. Let's get this Dark Knight stuff going on, right? I apologize in advance because my Dark Knight play is not the best, but we'll try our best. I think I've got kind of surprising. Is that really better? Is that really better? I've got the Custodian's Ring. 148 versus 215. I mean, I guess it does have more vitality. I haven't really been paying attention for a while, so okay. See how long it takes to get in here. Ooh, 0 minutes. They saw it and popped out. Okay. And then don't forget grit. All sprouts. I guess the tank saw sprouts and like left. Why would you do that? Why would you leave your sprouts all alone, cold and helpless in the Dusk Vigil? Who would do that? What kind of monster would just leave sprouts to themselves? It's just cruel. Now I am gonna go ahead and see if I can pull a little bit harder here. I think I should be able to. We'll test them a little bit. Pop some cooldowns there. It's been a while since I've done Dusk Vigil. We'll see how it goes. I haven't done it yet as a tank, so I don't really know like what the optimal pool order or anything like that is. So we'll just kind of take it easy, slow boat it a little bit. I remember the bosses. Once I see the bosses here, like I remember the Hippogriff. That one's a pretty easy fight to remember. It's the first time you really have to get used to like stacking behind something to avoid a big AoE. So it's very hard to forget. Oh, I guess we don't have another one coming down. Okay. I don't remember most of the other bosses, but we'll remember it as we get closer, right? I'm just glad it's not Stone Vigil again. I am so sick of Stone Vigil, man. Like, I've had that, like, the grand majority for the past week for my, my daily roulettes. And it's not like the dungeons are bad. The ARR stuff really isn't too terrible. It's just, he gets sick of seeing the same thing all the time. Okay, there we go. We got a, I think we got a boss. Oh yeah, this is the Mammoth. The Mammoth is really annoying because even after like 7 years of playing this game, I'm still not 100% on the mechanics of the Mammoth. I think you're supposed to, like when he targets someone with a big line AoE, I think you're supposed to stack in front of it to like mitigate the damage, but I don't remember for sure. That's just kind of what I've always done. Yeah, this one is honestly like one of the few dungeons is kind of a pain to solo because of it, because this Mammoth just like keeps you stun locked. He doesn't do any damage to you at 80, but like you also can't really like burst through it really easily. You know, I can try pulling him here. It's not gonna matter. He's just gonna turn right around and target someone. Here we go. Yeah, I resist my stun. Yeah, it's just a very annoying boss. That's really the only way I can describe it. I wish they would like tune it so that if you have undersync on, yeah, see this? I think we stand in front. I can't remember. But yeah, I wish they would tune it so that, like, if you have unsynced on, like, it doesn't do some of the mechanics and just you kind of chill boat it through it. It's again, it's not hard. It's just really annoying. Because you get all of those mechanics at once and, like, it targets the same person every time. So, yeah, I'll stand in front. I don't know if it changes anything. It makes me feel like I'm doing something that's like super big brain strats. Why not? Tanking's easy. You just spam a couple of buttons and go from there. I do want more practice like actually tanking higher end stuff. Because it can be a little bit That's Dragoon. It can be a little intimidating trying to hop in and do all of that. I haven't done a whole lot of like multi-tank stuff where you have to worry about swapping and all that. So I'm kind of nervous about doing it. I think that's where like a lot of the tank anxiety comes from. Is having to coordinate with someone else. And then once you actually do it, it turns out that it's like really not bad. Pop a couple cooldowns there and try my best to keep them all situated. Yeah, our healer's doing alright, I'm not too worried. But, better safe than sorry. It'll be back up by the time the next boss comes through. Yeah, this next one's the one where I think he has like a bunch of ads that spawn, a bunch of these undead dudes. And like you gotta like target the healers first or something like that. I don't know. No, they don't drop anything. Okay. Okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah, we got some more coming in from the side there. Yeah, most of the time I've run this, it's just as like part of my my Chloe journal. So I haven't really had a chance to like do this synced for a group in a while. I do remember being kind of, because like you have to wait for all of these guys to pop up. Like you can't really like rush through it and chain pull. That's okay. They die super quick. Apparently I get like another AoE at like 63 or something. I don't remember for sure. I don't think it's Salted Earth people we're talking about, but that'll be interesting. Like I feel like Unleash is kind of like the token Dark Knight AoE. I don't really know if you need a whole lot more than that. Yeah, see, these guys die in like 2 hits. They come in waves. They do like no damage, so it's okay like as a tank if you can't like pick them all up immediately. It's not gonna kill anyone. Not unless something just like really weird goes on. Alright, here we go. Let's do it, boys. Get them ads, I think. We'll find out. Yeah, I'm not really sure like what the point of Salted Earth is. I guess maybe it helps keep aggro on a little bit. But I've never really like been in a situation where it was the difference maker on DPS. It's really not like a lot of DPS at all. Here we go. Yeah, maybe it's got a purpose. I'll leave that to the people smarter than I am. Alright. Yeah, see the Chiurgeons, like they like are really far away and they stay out of like the AoE, and yeah. It's just annoying. It's an annoying fight. It's not hard. It's just a bunch of dumb stuff. Like, he's gonna go down in a second. It's not too bad. I'm surprised I don't have my jump. I thought I would have had my jump at this point. Run out. Whatever, we did it. Guardian Bowman cap, pass on that. Ooh, no, wait, no, because I've got my Minfinas. Reorders, baby. Totally worth it. Like, this right here is absolutely worth the extra money. Now, I don't know when they are going to do, like, the actual pre-order, or the special edition stuff. They usually, I think, open that up a month or two before the expansion release. But if you did pre-order and you bought the special edition, keep an eye out for that. Like I said, I don't know the exact dates it's going to go up, but it should be soonish. I said about a month or so beforehand. And pop these guys. There we go. Cool. Yeah, I'm excited about getting the mount and all of that. I'm sure they'll have a patch for it because obviously with the mount they're gonna have to update the game to include all of that content. So we'll find out when it's data mined, when it'll come out. I have a feeling next patch, probably probably late August. I wouldn't be surprised if they start letting you get the mount and all that a little bit earlier than usual. People are going to be antsy for new content and whatnot. But yeah, get your pre-orders in, get your special editions in. Either way, it's going to be a shorter wait than all of the shit that I bought from the Fan Fest. I bought the watch, I bought the light version of the watch, and I bought the vinyl set. But those aren't even being made until like December or something like that. It's a long ways out. So, you know, anything's an easy wait compared to that. I have to wait and see when they start doing orders for the guitar. I'm very seriously considering buying it. I mean, I know it's $3,500, but man, I've always wanted a Stratocaster, and a Japanese custom shot Strat. I've been saving up money. I've got my brokerage account that's doing pretty well. So yeah, I might pull some of that out and buy that nice guitar, you know. If I do, I'll do a whole like unboxing video. I'll probably do one for the watch too, but do an unboxing video and play along with it. Again, if I do open up memberships and get all of that set up, I do want to do some guitar streams. There's some technical stuff that I have to figure out with my interface and getting it to work with Streamlabs. The drivers when it comes to using guitar interfaces is always kind of wonky. I have to use like shared drivers or something like that. It's confusing. So I've got to play around off stream and try and get that figured out before I actually try and get in and do it. I'm not great at guitar. I'm a rhythm player, but it might be fun to learn some songs and do some unarchived streams or something like that. Oh, we got a cutscene watcher. Now let him enjoy. How am I even doing? I'm doing alright. Alright, there we go. I'm going to keep him center. And then everyone is going to be hiding behind the boulders once he does a big wind AoE. It's got a pretty long wind up to it, so it's not like a huge deal. He's kind of annoying because he jumps around. Like that time, thankfully, he targeted the melee, but once he starts, see that whirling jail, so you got to get behind it here. Oh no, get over here! Rescue! Rescue! No, no luck. So yeah, he's kind of annoying. He hops around a lot, but the actual fight itself is really not bad. It's easy enough to like avoid most of the mechanics. See if I can pull him over. There we go. Winds of Winter. Oh yeah, that's a big raid wide. Okay. Drop a couple more. Have another jail come up. It's like the only one that like does this in waves that I can think of. Like he drops it and then it like pulses in. Most of the time if it's gonna do like a pull in, it just does it. It doesn't do it in like phases like that. So this is kind of a unique fight in that regard. But again, it's not hard. You guys can figure it out. It's just Dusk Vigil. It's been around a while. Okay. Let's see if we can get him down before he does the next jail. That'd be nice. Get it over with. Yeah, perfect. Nice timing. Nice timing. Perfect. There we go. My healer, as usual. Blood Spiller. What's that? Delivers an attack with a potency of 600, but it does have a blood gauge cost. Okay, so that finally has a purpose. That's cool. All right. So now we're moving. We're moving on. That's exciting. I didn't know that I was gonna get that. And the nice thing is that oh, okay, there we go. Blood gauge displays the amount of black blood a Dark Knight has accumulated. Black blood can be consumed to execute actions. Okay. Okay. Why it is. Okay, cool. Nice. Nice. I'm excited to use that later. But with that said, it's back into the near stuff. Alright, so what do I need? I need, I want 2 more puppets bunkers. Can we do it? Do I have it in me? It's 2:15 in the morning. Yeah, I can do it. I can do it and get my 1 piece of gear. My 1 upgrade, and then I break all the materia as is tradition. I hope you guys are having fun watching along. What are you guys doing up? Why are you watching me go to bed? I'll watch Llama Todd. He's streaming right now probably. This is usually his time frame, right? This one might take a little bit longer with the queue. Everyone's doing tower, I guess. But with them being unlocked, hopefully it'll go faster. It's just trying to find a group this time of night. Let's bring this back out. Let's see what else is going on the old Reddits. Semblance to a certain minion. Fat cat. Yeah. Oh my god, he is a fat cat. Look at him. Look at that little soft boy. Oh. My dog would be a fat cat. Little JJ. All he does is sit around. He's more cat than dog. Yeah. Nice. I like that. Some nice Garud art. Sprouts who went full hard on coils. Shout out to the Sprouts. Nice. Nice. Yeah, ever since Asmund's been doing the coil streams, it's been seen a lot more people doing it. Kind of nice to see. It's different content than I'm used to seeing, and be good to have some fresh ideas coming through with all the streams coming in. Ooh, that's cool. With and without the helm, nice. 50 plus raids. Finally got this set, the first relic. Nice, congratulations. Congratulations, Michael Slade, on your first relic. If you know, those early ones are rough. Can't lie, they're rough. Slowy, yeah. Slowy was fun. Or pineapple pudding. Dude, this is so hard. Even if you wait until like the 4 to 5 second to go, wait and let the timer run down to 4 to 5 seconds, it slows down. Even then, this is like the hardest game in the Gold Saucer. The others are just confusing. I don't know how to do like the hatching game. They don't really explain a whole lot of it. But this one's just brutal, man. Read what's going on your screen before you complain. I try and read. Endwalker's gonna be fun. Like, Endwalker, I'm so mad that I did not stream my Shadowbringers experience because it was just full of so many moments. So for Endwalker, I am going to try and stream. the entire story. It'll be the first time I've actually done that. Most of the time when I stream, I do so much stuff off stream just because like I'm not in the mood or whatever. But I do want to actually like do all of Endwalker, and I can't say a whole lot about my voice acting. I don't get your expectations up too high. I mean, what, I turned Irish the last time I did voice acting on the last Dark Knight quest, but and a very poor Irish at that. But yeah, I wanted to go through it and enjoy the ride with y'all. Obviously, there's going to be like 500 billion people that's going to be streaming it at the same time, but we'll be small and small and loyal, and obviously the videos on demand will still be there. But I don't know if it's going to have quite the epic moment. It's going to be hard to beat Shadowbringers, and again, I'm so mad that I didn't stream the ending of it. It's like, I still remember just like sitting in my room like the entire finale of 5.0. I was just like screaming at my computer and just like every emotion you could possibly have. So I'd like to share that with you guys and enjoy the ride together. Mid-tier treasure hunting. Oh, there we go. Let's do it. Papa's Bunker, let's go. Let's do our best. We can do it, yay. There you go. I'm gonna turn off display cap. Turn off my ACT. He said I don't like even. It's not like a big deal. I don't think Square even really cares all that much. Like, I don't want you guys to be toxic. I don't go and harass people and all that stuff. Like, we're chill here. That's the whole thing with our stream, right? I'm like the NPR of gaming, so the NPR of Final Fantasy. So yeah, let's just be chill, man. Everyone's welcome. Ooh, a couple newbies. All right, this should be interesting. Couple people watching the old cutscenes. This one might actually be a little bit harder than Tower, to be honest. Tower, like, people are kind of getting into the rhythm of it at this point, and there aren't too many people that haven't run it at this point. But I guess Puppets, we've got it's kind of like that middle ground that people have to wait in queue for, so you end up getting a lot more people that are new to it. To be honest, I haven't run it in a long time too. I'll probably mess this up in at least a couple mechanics. I don't know if I'm gonna be like max deeps this time. I'll try, but I'll do what I can. Just don't be surprised if it's like suboptimal performance, you know? Okay, I might just do one. I'm finally starting to get a little tired, and I do want to get at least a few hours of sleep. We'll see how fast this run goes. If it's only like half an hour, I might be able to like fit in another one and get that last piece of gear. But we'll see how it goes. And go standard opener. Just replace the long cast with. It's weird. I don't know why that didn't go off, but that's okay. Get out of the way there. And we're back on track. Now the bad part with this boss is I can't displace. There's not really enough room to do it here. This one's going a little bit faster, so I head over here. But as long as we got everything else synced up, we should be alright. The thing with Crystal, and this is, I think, kind of surprising to a lot of people, is like, it's kind of like WoW's RP servers, like Wormrest and Moonguard. Like, we don't have as many people that do a lot of raiding. But the thing is, the raiders that are here typically are pretty good. It's not uncommon to see a lot of people with legend titles and whatnot running around in these groups whenever you join up. I think that kind of surprises people. Yeah, everyone's like, oh, RP, but the people that like actually go out of their way to do the content on Crystal are pretty solid. So once they do open up data center travel, if you guys are looking for like a decent raid team, you can find plenty of people on Crystal. I mean, obviously, like I said, I parse mid to high 90s depending on the fight. I'm on Crystal. I like it enough. Granted, I'm a red mage, so it's like, yeah, we're red mages. We're the easy class, right? Is that the meme? But yeah, you can find us. Hop in and join. I am excited to see how things are gonna do once I start hopping over and running some stuff on Excalibur. I have to say that I've seen a lot more like weird stuff on Excalibur than I have on Crystal, as far as just like weird deaths and people still learning mechanics and whatnot. Kind of surprised me being on being as Primal. I mean, Primal's a very, very large data center with a lot of people that do raiding. It's not quite Aether. Aether's still like the top end. Get out of the way here. Here we go. Didn't get as far out as I should have, but that's okay. They cleared it. That's what I get for trying to scratch my head and do mechanics at the same time. Alright. Do another combo here. Now we got the rings. Do this while I move. Alright, we're doing alright. We're making it. Alrighty. I don't know if we're... I mean, we're blitzing through this pretty fast. I don't know if we're gonna get to the second ring portion that's even faster than this. I'm turning down the music again. Just sorry about that, but again, it's just a copyright thing with this particular music. Really annoying, I know. I wish it wasn't that way, but I'm not fighting Warner Chappell on it. Here we go. Out of the way of that. This is going to be interesting. Okay. I think I should be good here. Yeah. Ooh, they had like a little sliver over there. Cutting it close. Yeah. I'm doing alright this run. I'm not going to beat a Dragoon and a Samurai. They're currently at the top, but doing okay. I'm pleased. Almost clipped it. Almost got popped there. Yeah, see, that time it almost canceled because I was trying to press impact at the same time. And who knows, maybe my mouse is going out. I can't really tell. I mean, I'm not really noticing anything with the clicks being weird. Okay. Alright, on to the next. Honestly, I can't even remember what the next couple bosses are. It's gonna take me a second. I remember the third boss because it has the Adam and Eve music to it. But oh yeah, we got the flight yeah, the flight drones, that's right. I'm feeling it, guys. Finally feeling it. That's good news. I'll get 4 hours of sleep. It'll be okay. I had that nap. That's like 18 hours of sleep in one day. That's probably enough. I'm doing 80k right now. I love AoE. Oh, that's why I'm got the Zappy boy. I was like, why is this not going so smoothly? Why is it taking me so long? But no, I was just electrified, that's all. I don't even know, like, what gives out the electrification here, to be honest. Okay. Well, it's going to be an odd start. I don't have as much mana as I want, so I'm going to have to burn that modification. I'll probably be a little bit low another red mage if they've got 100 to start. That's okay. A lot of good glams. I like looking around and seeing like what all people's got. Not sure if you watched Zeppela and Asmongold and Rich's glam contest, but that was a lot of fun. I like that Zepp's being included in a lot of that stuff. It's good for her. She's, you know, broken some of her own viewer records and whatnot by joining in all those streams. But she's such a good rep for the community that, yeah, I'm just glad to see it. I'm glad she's getting involved more and becoming one of the bigger names in streaming. Now that everyone's hopped on over. Okay, please aim stack out of the fight. It's fine. These guys aren't bad. We're gonna just blitz through this. Pretty... What the hell? I don't know what they were trying to do there. Get Luneth up here. Okay. Okay. This is gonna be a little odd. I think it'll be back here. Yeah. We I didn't think that would have gone off, but alright. Yeah, we're doing okay. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time to do another melee combo before they do their, yeah, see, there's the air raid. That's the one where they go all in a line. Yeah. Yeah. But I can go ahead and get in here now and do it. Perfect, perfect. Is everyone up? Yeah. See, now I don't know if I want to use the modification because they're going to be doing their thing again soon. Might be able to get it off in time, yeah. Just barely. Just cut it close, but we did it. Not getting as much out of the Embolden as I would have, as I should have gotten, but that's okay. Nice, nice. Okay, so you guys are going pretty fast. Got our healer up. We'll be all right. We shouldn't have to fight another one of the swipes. I think we'll be good and okay. Stumbling over my words. You can tell it's that kind of night. Over here into the corner. Nice, nice. And have the line stack here. There we go. Hey, nice tank wings. I don't think they were like entirely necessary, but every little bit counts, I guess. Okay, go ahead and use my displace on cooldown. I like it just because I do have enough room to displace here. I get kind of annoyed at fights that don't give me enough room. Usually they're pretty good about designing that kind of stuff, but I guess they want you to use your other options available from time to time. They wouldn't have put them in the game otherwise, right? Okay. Over here. All right. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get another triangulation either. Got more than enough room to clear. This one is kind of weird. Like, it's not my favorite of the three, but I think the last boss is my favorite boss of any of them so far. Yeah, the last boss of this one is just so good with the music and everything like that. The mechanics are a lot of fun. It's interesting, keeps you on your toes. So yeah, it's an odd mix. We'll just put it that way. An interesting raid. Yeah, I think overall it's probably my least favorite of the three, but it definitely has my favorite boss. I don't know which one overall would probably be my favorite. Probably Tower. I do really like Tower. I think it's fun, it's interesting. The design is cool. Overall, I thought it was a very good raid series. The story was kind of like whatever. The story I don't think was as good as like Alexander and Heaven's Word, and especially not as good as like the Four Lords. That was great. It's definitely better than Stormbloods, I would say. Stormblood was just so much text. And I see like he's very proud of 12, and he wants you to know he's proud of 12, and wants to include it in as many things as he can. I think the expectations were just so high for this one that it didn't meet those expectations. But the story was better than Stormbloods. But yeah, it's obviously not going to be probably everyone's favorite story. I don't think. Crystal Tower is probably the best like story for obvious reasons. I don't even know if it's really fair to count Crystal Tower at this point, but yeah, I think that's probably like the big boy. Even though like everyone is so used to running it at this point that like you kind of forget that it really did have a good story to go with it. Now this one is tricky because depending on where the tanks are, you might get a nasty line AoE right in your face. Okay, move off to the side here. Yeah, I wish I could turn the music up higher for this one. This is probably one of my favorite tracks of any of the raids. Don't run over here. No, don't do that. There we go. Sorry, I shouldn't be getting frustrated. They might not know. It's fine. We will deal. We'll survive. Same thing. If you guys get something like that that has like a big fan, just stick in one place. Let us move around you. No reason to get antsy with it. And we do have new players, so you know I gotta remember that. I don't want to get super angry at a bunch of first-timers, you know. Okay. All right. Big question for this is whether or not the healers are going to be able to keep up with the AoE damage going out. If they're new or not. Because we do have a lot of AoE damage going out, and that last one was a little more than I'd like. Dunescape. That's what I was trying to think of. I was sitting here like, what was the Heavensward Alliance raids? And then I'm like, yeah, that's right. Dunescape and all of those. I honestly didn't like those, but part of that could be because I have like done them so many times that like I would be fine if I never see the Void Arc again. I legit don't remember most of the story, so to be fair, it might have had a very good story, and the first time I ever did it was kind of in a time where I was like skipping through as much as possible. The only thing I really remember is like Sky Pirates and Kate Sith. Um, yeah, in terms of raids, this is definitely a better raid than those. I really... Dune Skaith is really the only one that I thought was probably pretty solid. But the other two, I mean, they're just... I'm fine not doing them again. Put it that way. You guys don't have to run over there. Okay. Bye. Good thing I'm raged. Alright, I got a big old open spot for hammer time. The tricky part with this is, like, normally you can use the floor as kind of a guide, but for, like, the hammer and stuff, you don't really have an easy guide to, like, see where the AoEs are going to go. Like, they do that. Yoko Taro again, like, playing with those expectations, right? Here we go. Fun standing here. You gotta stand in them until they turn blue. Got more than enough players to handle all of it. Everyone kind of seems to get that. It's a weird mix. We got a bunch of sprouts, and then we've got quite a few players here that look like they are vets that have done this many, many times. So it evens out in the end. Okay. Oh, don't you dare move over. Don't you dare. Alright, and go ahead and pop that and boom. Get in there. Sneak on in. Make sure to avoid where the tanks are because they've got their busters going out. Perfect. Yeah, they picked that up pretty fast. So even if they're new, they're didn't take long. They understood. Alright, so now we're chilling, we're zoning. We're gonna have the long walk here in a second, that long hallway, and then yeah, we'll be done for the night. It's alright, it keeps telling me chat is disconnected. I don't know what the deal is or what's going on with it, so I don't know if it's kicking you guys off too or not, but I apologize if it is. And we really are like burning through this, aren't we? You know what? I'm just gonna stand in all of it. Why not? Why not? Bring it on. I really thought we were gonna get it down before then, but that's okay. And alright. I'm not quite as high up this time as I was on the last tower, but still top 4. I'm cool with it. Now we get to the fun one. I love this track so much. I don't know if I have... I think I've got this track. I feel like I ran this until I got this track. Who knows? It might even be on the stream. But yeah, the Shadow of the Dark Colossus and mixed with... God, now I can't even remember the name of it, yeah. We'll find out soon enough if it drops. Boom. Alright. But yeah, you guys know the track. Alright. I feel like such a bad Final Fantasy fan. It's like the best track in the game, and I can't even remember the name of it now. And this music definitely doesn't help the sleepy times, does it? I know it's pretty low volume on your end right now, but yeah, if you've run this before, you know what it sounds like. It's just the chill bunker music from Nier. Okay, this is the tricky part. There's so much like going on at once. It's almost like it's not hard at this point. Like I've done this so many times that it just feels like it's more annoying than anything. Like, but like I don't know. It's like annoying in a good way. It's like it's different. It keeps me on my toes, but at the same time, you just kind of like want to get through it. There we go. I'm gonna gotta burn through my mana for these guys. No point. Nope. Wrong way. Alright, it's time. Let's hope the new players get excited for this. I remember this being just such a huge WTF moment. I've got it on one of my VODs. See me running it for the first time and getting all the information wrong as far as the name of the tracks, but it was still fun. You'd see my surprise. I have a couple watching cutscenes, but thankfully it's not like super important because we just have the matzo ball for the first part. The big cutscene's in a second, right? Yeah, he pulled a little early. That's okay. All the crumpled socks, yeah. The matzo ball. Okay, and then gotta run on in because he's probably going to do the, yeah. Yeah, I've still got a couple in cutscenes, but that's okay. They should be out of it so that they can see the next cutscene in time. And I'm gonna. It's gonna be close enough. I don't know if I should go ahead and burn my mana on a combo right now. I'll hold off on it. Start the next section right, you know. Alrighty. Yeah. It'll hurt my DPS just a little bit, but it's not enough for me to worry about. Alright, here we go. Yeah, I love this boss. I love it so much. She looks weird, yeah, but like everything about this was so epic the first time. And I still love the music. Unfortunately, my house is supposed to be like a chill, like tropical bar with like lots of plants, so I don't have it running in there. But who knows? Maybe I'll change my apartment around and actually use it in there. What is it? It's not to the edge. To the edge is the seat of sacrifice. God, that's gonna bother me until I see the orchestrion roll. You know how like you just like it's on the tip of your tongue and like you should know it, but you don't. Like, it's just not coming. There's a Centrifugal Slice, that's the raid wide. Let's see which one she's going to do here. Alrighty. She should be doing her, yeah, Prime Blade there. So that one we move out of. The other one is directional. Yeah, that's the one you gotta, like, get out of her face. Okay. Alright. Man, we're like chewing through her right now. We're not gonna get too many of the clones. This should be pretty fast. Should be able to avoid the tricky part with the pods along the side that move, because I mess that up every time. We're really pushing deep, so yeah. I'm confident in our ability to maybe beat out that phase. Be nice. Okay, we might have enough clearance here. It's gonna push us back 3 times, so push it. Yeah, it's close, but just barely. It's tough there because she was like right in the middle of the zone, so only so much you can do. Like, really, any direction she was facing would have been difficult. Alright, and we're gonna have clones coming up here. Yeah, so she's gonna jump to the 1 and then come to me at 2, so I'll get out of the way, and that means people won't have to worry. Cool. And enough time to use modification before the clones come out. Nice. See which way we go. I think she's gonna end up doing the donut. Yeah. Go. Get in there. Not too bad. It just puts me a little further out, yeah, because the tanks never go to the one that I want to go to. There we go. And stand there in the center so I can get to a combo here in a second. Alrighty. Now we should have this beaten pretty quickly. And get out of the way and get to bed, alright? And you can probably LB3. I don't think it's going to hurt anything. I don't think we're going to need it for healers or anything like that. Okay. And yeah, this is the one that I always mess up. I'm gonna be safe over here, I think. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Alrighty. I'm not gonna have enough time to do one more combo, I don't think. I'll get like halfway through it, maybe. We'll try. As long as she doesn't turn around right here on me. There we go, yeah. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and burn her. Cool. So it is done. you got some second chance points. Nice. Cataly Dormer, I like that. Oh, she's watching the cutscene, I guess. Torn from the Heavens. That is the name of it. Thank you, Orchestrion Roll. That is what I needed to know. I've already got both of those. Oh, I don't have the 2B. How do I not have the 2B automaton? That is really surprising that I don't have that yet. Maybe I'll luck out and beat everyone else on it. So I'll stick in here until then. But yeah, thanks a ton for watching, guys. I need to get to bed and get to work and all of that fun stuff. But I hope you had fun watching. This is the longest stream I've done in a while. I'll probably clip a few moments and upload them in a bit. But thanks a ton, guys, and I hope you have a good night. I hope you enjoy the Make It Rain campaign and get lots of MGP and whatnot, and just enjoy life. The you know, next big thing is going to be a data center travel in 5.59. At that point, we are pretty much an Endwalker. You know, probably be a couple months. The data center travel stuff is going to be a pretty big undertaking for him. A lot of people were originally thinking it was going to come out for this patch, but he confirmed during the live letter during the 14-hour stream that it's going to be sometime in between September and November. But that's really the next big thing to look forward to. Like I said, I'm going to work on trying to get some new title cards and memberships and that kind of thing. So if you guys want to keep up to date with all of that and see how things are changing and what kind of cool content I'm going to be doing in the future, again, hit the subscribe button. And check me out. I try giving a heads up, you know, at least 30 minutes ahead of time before I go live. But sometimes it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, so just do some guerrilla streams. But yeah, so keep an eye out. I'll probably play some other games in the interim while we're waiting for Endwalker, and yeah, just have some fun with it and enjoy hanging out. But thanks a ton, and again, have a good night.